Hey guys, what's up? I just wanted to jump on here real quick to talk about some exciting news that we just got. Basically, you may not know this, but Kawasaki released a teaser for a all new side-by-side they're coming out with. The official release date is on January 23rd of this next year, this upcoming year. So not that far out, we're gonna be getting the full release. But I wanna go ahead and talk about this teaser, some of the information that we gained out of it, and some opinions that I have on this release, what type of side-by-side it's gonna be, some of the potential specs on it, and where I think Kawasaki could really capitalize on this new release and what market this potentially could fulfill. So stay tuned, drop a like and subscribe for more great content. We're gonna get right started into this video. All right, so we're gonna head over to the website where this has been released now, and it's at the Kawasaki website now, and this is the front page of it. It says global reveal featuring the all new Kawasaki Ridge side-by-side. So the Ridge is the name of this new model that they're coming out with, and the official release date is, like I said, January 23rd, 2024. So that's really good. Stay tuned for that date because we'll be doing a follow-up on this, see if our predictions came true. Let's get right into it. There's a waiting list or a mailing list for updates. You probably don't need that. We're gonna keep you updated. This is where it comes into the very interesting things. They released 3 teaser clips, and we can get some very interesting information from these teaser clips. We wanna watch these now. In case you haven't watched them, we're gonna go ahead and go through them first, and then we're gonna discuss them. So we're gonna show you what we found in these clips, what we thought was interesting, and we'll talk about what potentially the specs on this new model could be. So let's get right into it. We're gonna open up the first one. All right, let's play it again in full screen. All right, so now we're gonna discuss what is in this clip. So the first thing that I noticed was this looks like it's a pretty aggressive grill. It's got this kind of cowl intake scoop thing going on. Looks really nice, clean lines on it. The second thing is peak premium performance. Those are the 3 things that they want to note in this sneak peek. So what I'm thinking is this is gonna be a top of the line model. That's the peak, right? It's gonna be premium, so it's gonna come with some very nice premium features on it, and its focus is performance. So it's gonna be a top in premium and performance. That's what I think the peak means, and I think that also is in line with the model name that they came out with, which is Ridge. What's the Ridge? That's at the peak. So it makes sense. They're advertising there. If that is, in fact, the kind of niche that they're trying to go for with this model. And I think it is based on this first video, okay? So those are the first 2 things I noticed. The next thing I noticed is it's got some hood pins here. That's pretty normal. But if you start coming over here, it's got this, let's go a little farther. It's got this center little knob looking thing there. And I started to think about that, but in the next video, I think we'll figure out what that is for, or one of the next videos. So we'll talk about that one in a minute. The other thing I noticed was down here is this kind of guard looking thing, right? And I think what this is similar to the Kawasaki KRX headlight guards. So they're already thinking about bumper accessories, stuff like that, which is really, really cool to see. All right, so that is what I got from this first video. Now on to the second teaser video. Okay. So once again, that peak premium performance was in that teaser video. So once again, it's highlighting peak, premium, and performance. So premium and performance being the main things at the top of the line type of vehicle like this. The other thing that I noticed in this video, which is very, very clear here, I don't know if you know what these are, but these look like they are spark plugs, like spark plug wires or coil on plug type setup. If you notice here, I count 4 of them. Now, what does that mean? That means that this is 99.9% certain that it is going to be a 4-cylinder machine. Another 4-cylinder machine out there is the Pro R. That is one of the only other 4-cylinder side-by-side machines out there on the market right now. And as far as, you know, top of the line performance goes, I think that's almost about the most top of the line. They have the Maverick R as well, but that is a 3-cylinder engine. This is a 4, just like the Pro R is. So that's what I'm thinking from this video, is that it is going to be a 4-cylinder machine, and it's going to be competing with that kind of Pro R and Maverick R type of setup, which Kawasaki has a ton of technology in their wheelhouse, from like the H2 in the Ninja, making over 300 horsepower with the supercharged engine, as well as some of their jet skis and stuff like that. You know, they could get very top peak performance from a very small 4-cylinder engine, or they could have invested a lot of technology and time into developing a completely new 4-cylinder engine for this new side-by-side. So the other thing I want to predict is I think it's going to be a supercharged engine. And now why I say that is because Kawasaki had a couple of patents come out for a 4-cylinder supercharged engine that looks very similar to what we're seeing on this sneak peek. And also, Kawasaki has pretty much historically leaked patent and small drawings like this ahead of their actual release. Well in advance of the KRX coming out, they had a lot of those drawings that were circulating on the internet, you know, a few years before the Kawasaki KRX actually came out. So I don't think that it's out of the question at all that this will be a 4-cylinder supercharged engine, and it should come out with numbers that are in line with the Pro R and the Maverick R, ideally. That's basically what I got from this one. You know, there's not a lot more in this particular one. It looks like a nice setup, looks clean from the valve cover and everything like that. All right, and now we're gonna go to the third and final clip here, and we're gonna watch it and then we're gonna talk about it again. So all right, so gonna go ahead and play it again, and we'll pause it. So right off the bat, what I see is a steering wheel similar to the KRX, maybe a little bit different, but the grip here looks pretty similar and all of that. The other thing I notice is a display looking item right here in the center of the console. Probably is going to be another interactive display in the center console. Maybe it has media, you know, maps, you know, what have you, but that is what this is, I believe, is maybe a touch screen. Maybe it's like 8 inches, you know, screen here. I'm pretty sure that's what that is. And then it also seems to have a more typical cluster here, you know, something you would see in like a Jeep or something along those lines. All right, so the other thing that we'll notice is this windshield wiper, and it looks as if it's electric. And so that ties into the first video where I noted that little knob in the center. I think what that is actually a windshield wiper fluid nozzle, so that you can squirt the windshield wiper fluid up onto the windshield, and then the wiper would work perfectly with that. So with this, you know, peak premium performance, it sounds like they're trying to have a lot of premium features into this model. So an electric windshield wiper and windshield wiper fluid and you know, squirt mechanism to put that windshield wiper fluid up onto your windshield goes along with that premium performance. So some people are also, you know, kind of drawing conclusions that this may be something along the lines of like a North Star or something like that. But I really don't want to believe that. I hope that Kawasaki has been listening to their customers when they say that they want something faster than what's offered in like the KRX platform. I think really the market is going more towards that high performance builds and some really top peak performance builds. And so that is where this peak comes in and the performance part comes in. So what I really think and I really hope is that this new model is out there to compete with the Pro R level model or the Maverick R level of side-by-side, along with bringing these premium type of technology and advancements in the fit and finish, in some of the features, in the accessories and stuff like that to this model. Whether or not it comes, you know, stock with full windshield wipers, you know, leather seats, you know, full accessories, full audio, all that, I'm not sure yet. But based on what we've seen, we know that it's going to be a high performance engine. We know that it will at least at minimum have options for electric windshield wipers and also windshield wiper fluids. It has an aggressive looking, you know, front bumper slash front hood looking area there. I'm really thinking that this is intended to be a Pro R killer, and I'm really excited about that. I hope I'm not wrong about that. I will be closely following the release of more details of this, and we'll be keeping you informed on that. This might be my next machine, so fingers crossed we will have a good release and everything I'm saying is absolutely true. It's a, you know, I hope it's going to be a 200 horsepower plus model, and I hope that it's going to have all these nice premium features with an interactive display, audio options that are better than the Hyphonics audio options that come on the Kawasaki KRX. I hope that it has just as good a suspension, if not better suspension, than the Kawasaki KRX. Maybe we'll even get some of those electronic disconnecting sway bars or the shock absorption technology that we saw some of the patents swirling around on the internet a little bit ago. You know, something like this. But I definitely think that there's gonna be a ton of premium features on this model. I think it's gonna have aggressive styling based on this video, so I'm hoping it looks as good or better than the KRX, and I think it's gonna have a lot of premium features. So that's what my prediction is. I think it's gonna come in at around $32,000 starting. I know that's on the high end, but just because of what they're highlighting here, that is where the top of the line, you know, side-by-sides are starting off at, like the Pro R and the Maverick R. So I don't think that that's out of the question. I would love to see a base model come in at under $30,000, but I'm thinking it's going to be in the low $30,000 range. So as I said, we'll keep you updated as we get more information, but that is the sneak peek and our thoughts on this brand new Kawasaki Ridge side-by-side. So go ahead and smash a like and subscribe if you haven't yet. See you next time.
Live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings, I'ma be fine.